What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back to talk more about Monique Samuels, honey, Funky Dineva, Monica, All About the Tea, DJ Richie Sky, and etc., honey. They go talk more about Funky's beef that he has with YouTuber and website owner Miss Michelle Atlian Brown, honey. So I'm gonna go ahead, play the audio, honey, and Miss Robinson will be in and out with her commentary. Let's get started, honey.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it just gets to that point. I am tired of you fucking with me.
I feel like everybody has their point. Everybody has their boiling point. And sometimes it can be the nicest person. Don't piss off the nicest person because they take your kindness for weakness. And then they keep coming at you. And then when you explode, they looking like, why the heck that happened? Monica, you are quiet over there. I really want to.
Oh, gosh. All right. Well, since we're going there tonight, let's go there. All right. Yeah. For me personally, people love to attack me because I don't show my face. And, you know, while I'm new to YouTube, I'm not new to the industry. I've been in this blogging game for over 8 years, right? I've had my blog now 7+ years, and we've been featured everywhere, all right? I might as well just, go ahead and not sugarcoat stuff. We were on Wendy Williams last month, People Magazine, TMZ, Entertainment Tonight.
That's pretty big for her really not to show her face. So cool, kudos to her.
Respected, well-credible blog. But I'm new to the YouTube game.
Now, really quickly, you guys, now that we are on Monica from All About the Tea, how do you guys feel about her? Do you feel like she should show her real face, or do you feel like she needs to appear on camera? I don't get why she won't just like show a picture of herself, like a real picture of herself. I get some people may not want to be in front of the camera. I kind of understand that. Y'all get down in the comments and let me know, how you feel about her just having this avatar. Let me know how y'all feel.
So in certain people's minds, that's all they see is me being the young buck on the block. So there are people, black YouTubers too, that will taunt me, predatory, come after me. I have one now that she rides me hard constantly. And how I deal with it is like, Funky Dineva told me one time, don't fight down, fight up. So I just ignored the person really, really hardcore. I mean, and they throw everything at me under the kitchen sink. And the fact that I just act like they don't exist really, really bothers them. Now, will I ever get to the point where I have to cuss a bitch out? Excuse my French? Maybe. But right now, to me, the person's just dead. I just act like people like that don't exist.
Well, let me ask you a question.
I gotta write that down. I'm sorry.
Let me ask you a question, Monica, because I'm new to who you are, your blog. It's a little bit different from you because you don't show your face and people don't know who's behind like some of the articles and blog posts. Because for me, when I get criticism, it's usually a cartoon avatar or somebody with a blank profile, no followers. It's usually like trolls. So from the outside looking in, you would be the epitome of being a troll because no one knows who's behind that brand. You know what I mean? So does that criticism comes partly from that?
Well, I will say this. They don't know what the face looks like, but they know the heart and they know my integrity level. They know I'm loyal. There's people on this panel, like for instance, DJ Richie Sky. We became friends through this blogging world. I mean, he knew my blog. And then when I came on YouTube, he's been a support system to me, quiet as it's kept. I can text him. I could call him at any time, and I'm never a bother to him. He's very fast and quick to offer support and love to me because he knows my heart. You don't have to see. There's a lot of people you see, but their character's messed up.
But does he know you outside of this?
No, we're internet friends. That's about it. We're not friends with the person I love.
Got it.
Yeah,
okay.
Right. Same thing with Monique. Monique and I met through this internet world. And, nowadays that's where you meet a lot of people, through the internet world. And she's been nothing but kind, loyal, and respectful. And we have a mutual respect for each other. And, I could call her a friend. And she's never seen my face. You see their face all the time, and they lack character, and they lie. And
she has some points with that. What do you guys think about that, though? Do you feel like in order to really be friends with somebody, you gotta see their face? To me, there's a difference, though, when you are internet friends with somebody and when you are personally your friends and they can see you, you could see them. Those are two totally different friendships, and an internet friendship to me is a bit superficial, but I get it. We got the coronavirus. We are in a different world where a lot of friendships are, on the internet now. So I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that.
And they're very malicious and ugly people.
Monica, I 100% agree with you in terms of like the spirit and the energy and the aura of the situation, but I do have to point out why that sounds great and nice and poetic. When you look at Jerome, somebody can say, with your black big nose ass. When you look at, they know what to say. Somebody can say, Monique, with your short hair, pretty white teeth ass. Funky Dineva with your big lip pink. You know what I'm saying? They can throw daggers. While I don't by any means think that what the things people may or may not say about you affect you, it's still slightly different because we don't know or they don't know what to attack.
Well, they attack the avatar. You faceless bitch. They attack the avatar. Nobody know you faceless bitch. They attack the avatar. And listen, it comes with the game.
Yeah. I feel like that's exactly
It comes with the game. If you're going to be in this game, you have to be able to take the punches and roll with it.
Okay, so it comes with the game. So what happens when you have befriended someone for years, and then you start to elevate, and now that person who's supposed to be a friend, would rather much have fame and popularity or some type of acknowledgement than be your friend. They literally trade you for the wolves, cash you out to the wolves so that they can try to elevate themselves or what have you.
It's very interesting that I hear Monique speaking like that, because a lot of times what we accuse other people of doing to us, we are doing to other people, right? Because we could say the same thing about you, Monique, with the Sharice situation and how you try to, as soon as you get to know her friends, you try to act like they're yours, and you're willing to throw people under the bus. Candace, we saw that season 3. She's thinking you're her new friend on the show. You was willing to throw her under the bus to get in cool with Giselle, Robin, and everybody else. So a lot of Gigi's energy, you guys, it came from what was already inside of Monique. Just like her pastor said, a lot of times we want to point the finger at that friend and not look at the qualities that we have in common with that friend, right? Because, Monique, you are the common denominator in all your friendships. And that finger that you like to point at them, there are several fingers pointing back at you, trying to get you to look deep within yourself. But you're not willing to do that because you have such a perfect Patty mentality. And she's a Libra, right? Libras have a way of only wanting to show you the pretty side of themselves, and they like to and they can detach really quickly. So they may be good with you for a little bit, but they can detach and be cold, right? Towards you and just cut you off, and you're like, well, damn, I thought we was cool. Like, I've seen that out of some Libras, but from an astrological point of view, of course. But yeah, I just feel like Monique needs to look within. And where is your damn pastor? Because when I tell you he read her, honey, on that show on Real Housewives of Potomac, she kept trying to, Candace is this and Candace this is that. And, he was saying, girl, you always been fighting. You've been fighting ever since I met you. You've been trying to fight to fit into Chris's lifestyle because he got money. You didn't have not too much of nothing. A lot of what Monique has is based off of what Chris has made, with his NFL career. Do you see what I'm saying? So what if you didn't have your husband that you always bragging about, right? And it's good to have a man that loves you. I'm not at all, getting on her about that. That's fine, you guys. But you cannot be overly defined by a man because guess what? You can always end up divorced. People love to brag about their marriage until their ass is divorced. And I had many women come at me for being a single parent and they monkey ass ended up in the same situation. Okay. Ended up being a single parent. So you could, quote unquote, do the right things in life and still end up in the same situation as other people that you look down upon. Okay, so, when I look at Monique, and you guys are going to hear how she goes in on GiGi, and GiGi is so crazy, and GiGi, always wanted to be famous. She showed you who she was at several different points in time, and you still kept coming back for more. Okay?
Have you? Then what? I've dealt with that. Everybody has heard, I'm sure, about what I've gone through outside of the show, but behind the scenes for almost 3 years, I had a person who was actually one of my bridesmaids come up, turn around, and do the lowest of the low. Not once, but actually twice. Y'all only know about the second time.
So you allowed her again? This is what I'm talking about.
Stupid. I should never start talking to her again after the first time. When she
I was just about to say that. I was going to say, when people turn on you like that, they were never a friend to begin with. Mm-hmm. And there have been plenty of times I'm pretty sure you thought back and I should have left this time. Or this time she said this, she's probably serious. We got to catch those clues. The red flags and the signs be there. But we're they're just joking. We're friends. She did this for me. We've been knowing each other for years. None of that matters. When a person wants to be you, or wants to be in your position, they'll do anything to bring you down.
Yeah. And honestly, I ignored a lot of flags. I really did. And I'm a person who tries to see people how I want to see them. And I will definitely say being on the show that I was on taught me that you can't do that. That's being real green. You can't live life like that. That's just stupid. And it taught me a hard lesson. And I didn't realize what people were capable of, but, I got to for me to release some pages, and I'm going to do that tonight. So I'm going to go.
So she about to release some pages out of this binder. She didn't even have the shit organized, on how to put it up on the screen. See, you could have got with Funky. You could have got with Richie before the show started and had this shit organized because they are, kind of, tech savvy. And even Monica from All About the Tea, she's pretty tech savvy on her show, so y'all about to hear it though.
So my first and second tab, my first tab, as you can see, has my name on it. I don't know if y'all can see that. There's Monique, then says former friend. So we're going to go into these first two tabs. And I just want to kind of walk y'all through just a little bit of when I've been on. I was kind of inspired by you, Funky, the other night when you had got your page back up. And you start talking, and you was just I've been silent for 6 years. How long is it? It's never going to end.
My thing is this, though, with Monique, you guys. Why were you silent on The Real Housewives of Potomac about GiGi and how she was screwing you over? She literally could have been a storyline. You literally could have got ahead of all the rumors that were out on you. Like Candace said at the reunion, you were running from it. Okay? You were running from it for a reason. You should have got ahead of that. You should have exposed her on the show, and then maybe, your situation with her would have looked more believable, and we as a viewing audience could have been on your side. But you chose to hide it. You keep trying to show this perfect image. Oh, me and my husband, my kids. Oh, my husband, T'Challa, all these distractions and deflections. You want us to focus on that shit, and you're not really giving us the real you of what you're going through, right?
Going anywhere. And I started thinking, right. So I may as well tell my side. I want my phone, my See, the devil done jumped in my darn microphone.
I'm salivating at the mouth. It sounds really juicy.
Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and just put some things up on the screen. And when they come up on the screen, I'm going to just tell you a little bit about what it is. So this right here was sent to me. Let me get all of us off the screen real fast.
Okay, so right now, you guys, she's showing all these different...
and I hope I'm doing this right. Could y'all still hear me when I...
All these different emails from GiGi. You go see how she don't even know what the hell she doing, honey. Girl, you got all that money and you couldn't hire nobody to professionally get this shit together, honey. Even Michelle Brown, she would have had this shit together, honey, okay?
The screen off?
No, we couldn't hear you.
All right, well, I'll just pop it up on the screen and pop it off. When I just flash on the screen, y'all can go back and hit pause and read it all you want. That was the email sent to me.
Oh, why don't you read it to us? Is it too long to read?
Oh, it's a novel.
Yeah, just read the shit. What is you doing? Shit, Miss Not for Lazy Bombs. I thought you said you wasn't lazy. Okay, shit. Funky is getting a bit impatient with you, girl.
It's really long. I'll just read this of it.
Notes.
Yeah, I'm getting.
Give us the bullet points.
So basically, this was an email sent to me back in 2016 after I finished filming my first season of Housewives of Potomac. This was sent to me by the same person that started all these nasty rumors. And the thing that stuck out to me out of all that you just saw pop up on the screen, that was a long behind email, right? Like 3 pages. She said, your lack of recognition never bothered me because I never felt like I needed it or our friendship needed to be validated. But for some reason, as of lately, because I'm on the show, you feel the need to show recognition to others public. It makes me feel some kind of way because I've never received that. So when I read the email, this chick is crazy.
What is going on with your audio, child?
And why is she upset? Why is it echoing?
God don't like ugly. I'm just saying. I'm just playing. Woo, child. What is going on with you, Miss Monique?
Can y'all hear that echoing?
Yeah.
Weird. Let me mute everybody for a second. Make sure it's not me. Is that better? Is it muted? Is it okay? That's better. Yeah. So for some reason, she basically felt like she needed more recognition because I was on the show, as if her being my bridesmaid and me bringing her onto the show, and basically like, okay, this would be a great platform for you to be able to to showcase your music because she was doing singing and all.
Boom. That was the problem. That was the problem. You had the wrong intentions, and here's why. It is called Real Housewives of Potomac. It was never going to be a platform for her to showcase her music. We never even got that far. Okay? Hell, Andy act like he didn't even know you did music when you got your ass up to the reunion. So you should have never promised her that. You went into the situation with the wrong intentions. You went into it lying again, saying what you could do for somebody, and you was never going to be able to fulfill that promise because we care about the Real Housewives of Potomac, not some girl that you was in a girl group with and you ended up being friends with out of convenience. You know, like, make it make sense.
All of that. So I'm like, yeah, ride this ride with me. But that wasn't.
Look at that. Ride this ride with me. So you were encouraging this behavior and you didn't even know it. Okay?
Enough for her. So next, I'm going to show you pretty much how things started getting a little crazy. She sends me these text messages, and this is when I started finding out that she was talking about me to my friends and family, telling me that I've been changing because I'm on the show and she's making money now, which she don't even realize. Especially back then, I wasn't making nothing. My first season, I brought in like $30,000 my first season, but I spent more in wardrobe and events, so I didn't make anything. So she was acting like, oh, she's making money now and she's changing and all this other BS. So here we go. Monica, am I doing this right? I'm popping them up on the screen, but how can I do it where I can still like hear everybody?
Don't put yourself on mute. Make sure you're not on mute and just click on the actual image and continue to speak.
Okay.
That works. Make sure you're,
I got to take everybody else off the screen, right?
No, you don't. You can just, it's an overlay. So just click on the actual image and it'll cover the entire screen.
Oh, but then nobody.
Why is it? Huh. That's strange.
I know.
That's weird.
All right, I'll just pop everybody off. But I think when I pop everybody off, I don't think y'all can hear me.
Keep yourself on.
Okay.
Keep yourself on.
Okay, now it's not. See, y'all, this is why I don't know.
Okay, so now Monique has these text messages, I guess, between her and GiGi. Okay, so I'm going to read one of the text messages that GiGi sent to Monique. It says, "Good afternoon. We need to have an in-depth conversation as it pertains to you and I. It's long overdue. I know that you are not speaking to me for whatever reason, but things aren't always what they seem, and I think I deserve to be heard. We have known each other for too long to be going through whatever it is. And whether you tell me to fuck off after that conversation or come to a mutual understanding, a conversation needs to be had for closure as it relates to whatever this is. You are my sister and I love you. And while I'm not perfect, neither are you. We seriously need to talk." What do y'all think? Y'all think that makes GiGi sound crazy or...
See were dates where I was ignoring her. I was like, I don't like talking to you. My final response to her was, "I have no desire to continue in this friendship. You know what you did, and there's no further need for conversation. Please stop contacting me and my husband. I wish you, your husband, and your kids the best like I always have. God bless." She was upset by that text message, and she said that I dismissed her. I told her, God bless. She know what she did. But she mad at me because I don't feel like dealing with her no more. Like, crazy, right? So then, the same day that I send that message, she goes off on a tangent. I'm about to show y'all. This is what she tried to initially spread about me. I'm going to let y'all read this real quick.
Okay, so it was when people have abortions and call it a miscarriage, yeah, you miscarried your legs, one in front of the other, all the way to the slaughterhouse. Ooh.
So she tried to spread a rumor. Now, let me just pull y'all back. This was when season 3 was airing of Real Housewives of Potomac, and I was discussing my miscarriage. She basically said... She tweeted this while watching the show, or put it on Facebook. When people have abortions and call it a miscarriage, yeah, you miscarried your legs, one in front of the other, all the way to the slaughterhouse. And that is the same message that she sent to all of production, all of cast, all of my friends, all of my family. Nobody believed it. So I guess she had to change her plan and come up with something different. So she started sending that message out. She started speaking to my friends, texting them and everything else. She said she had a dream that I pushed her out of a moving vehicle. She said, what the hell does that mean? I'm about to be on Team Petty. Hate to do it, but I gave her a chance. She's chosen to be a dick, so I'm going to return the favor. So she literally, purposely went on this whole mission just because she actually said some craziness about me and I stopped talking to her. So... she goes on a whole mission that whole day, and then for the next 2 years.
Why would you allow this to drag out for so long? When you saw that this bitch was crazy, you should have went legal. It shouldn't be I'm gonna go legal in 2020 on season 5. You should have been doing this since season 3. I feel like you guys, is something she's not telling us, okay? Who will let something like that drag out for so long?
I finally sent her a cease and desist this past September. So after 2 years, I never sent her a cease and desist.
Y'all hear that, right? Okay.
I sent her a cease and desist this past September. She copies and pastes all the language out of my cease and desist and sends one back to me.
Wow.
Then had nerve to go on live. So I never watched any of her lives. People have told me the gist of some of the things that she's been saying. And I was just like, all right, well, whatever. You say whatever you want to say. I really don't care. But she's been on a whole mission. The first thing she told me when I joined the show was, I knew you would make me famous.
And that should have been a warning sign for you.
So if I made her famous, everybody knows she's the most famous snake out there. So meanwhile...
But birds of a feather flock together, because wasn't it Gigi that said that Monique started out working for Chris and he already had a girlfriend, and Monique looked up how much Chris made and, probably began putting the moves on that man to get near that man and his money. As soon as she got her ass on the show, what was she doing? Bragging about money. And that is what people do when they are not used to money. I've been around those type of people, you guys. I know what they do.
She sends me a cease and desist, and then this is what's interesting. She goes live. Where's it at? She goes live for 2 hours. The next day, this is what she sends me. She emails me, which she's blocked, so I don't even know how the email came through.
So she moving them off the screen, you guys. And basically the email says, we definitely need to talk. Enough time has passed and a lot of things have happened. Please give me a call or unblock me so we could finally do the adult thing and have a conversation. What do you guys think of Gigi's behavior? Is this single white female behavior, or is this a friend that felt dismissed, that felt discarded? Like, maybe I'm not good enough to fit in your world now. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. I don't know. I just feel like you should have been sent the bitch on her way. If you got enough red flags about her, you should have been sent her on her way. And just ignoring her doesn't mean that, that's going to be enough for her to go away. Do you see what I'm saying? That all of that ignoring, it made it worse, really. Shit, if you felt like she was stalking you, you should have went legal.
So she sends me an email saying that I'm defaming her. Crazy, right?
Monique, was that the day after you went live? After she went live?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like she wanted you to be her meal ticket into this world of celebrity. And once it wasn't popping for her, she turned against you, thinking that then she would get exposure and attention. And she got a little bit. And then once she found out that wasn't working, she was like, let me make amends back with Monique again, see if she would let me in again. And now that you're not, she's, out here looking stupid and dumb. I mean, she makes music. We don't know who she is. I still don't know who she is.
Listen, this is the crazy part of it all. Hold on, I'm over here reading these comments that just threw me off. So the crazy thing of it all is that I did nothing to her.
Right.
Like, literally, I'm not playing no victim. I'm not sitting here trying to act all innocent. I did nothing to her.
You don't ever do nothing to nobody. Okay? I already told y'all what I thought. You did do something. You promised things that you could not deliver. You should have never told her, well, yeah, you could come along with me for the ride. And why would you do that? And then on another part of this interview, and I don't know, you guys, if we got enough time to get through it, but Monique says, me and her had an on and off friendship. Bitch, I wish I would allow somebody to take a ride with me into fame and popularity and money, and I got an on and off relationship with them. That's a red flag right there. Hello? Anybody at home, Monique? Somebody come to the door, honey, because Miss Robinson is knocking. Okay, this don't make no sense. Child.
And this is what she did, all because she's upset that I dismissed her as a friend. She wasn't able to use me anymore like she was accustomed to using me. She's an opportunist. You know, I was dating an NFL player, so that was her way to meet other NFL players, and she definitely did, and slept with a lot of them. And then
she definitely did and slept with a lot of them. You may want to tread lightly, okay? Because she probably go really be spilling the beans about you and that damn trainer. I'm just saying, you got to be careful, honey, okay? You got to be careful. And like I said, see, when you meet these type of people, the only way, right, to meet these type of people like GiGi is you have to have things in common with them, okay? So I could see this girl broke, living in her truck, Monique, that's who I'm talking about, and needing a come up. I'm beautiful enough to attract this this NFL player, Chris Samuels. He already got a girlfriend, right? I'm going to start working for him, start putting the moves on him, okay? Get his girlfriend out the way. Mama Samuels don't like you, okay? All of this is alleged, but I'm just trying to paint the picture to you guys, because what Monique allegedly did, it's not too different for what a lot of these hoes out here do to come up, okay? So, child, you are not too different from the company that you keep, and look at how you did Candace this season. Willing to whoop her ass. She should have been whooping GiGi's ass. But GiGi probably had, she probably would have whooped your ass, though. You knew better. See, a bully knows who to pick with, honey. Okay?
And I was like, yeah, I'm not rolling with you. We went like 2 years without talking. I met her because we were both pursuing music. When I moved to DC, we were in a girl group at one point, and then we became friends. And it was that on and off again kind of friendship. Like we...
Who the fuck allows a on again, off again person to get close to them? Please put it down in the comments if you roll that way. I'm just saying.
We would talk, then maybe a year go by, we don't talk. Then we talk again, and then maybe another...
What the fuck is this? A booty call? What are y'all doing, Monique? Miss Robinson want to know, honey, okay? Because why you keep coming back? See, I could buy this if this was a man and he got good dick. Hear me out. Know some of y'all rolling your eyes, sucking your damn teeth. Okay, we done all been there. Okay, man got good dick. You can't completely get rid of you. I done been there. But with some bitch that got a goddamn tuna hot pocket between her legs the same way I do? No, ma'am. No. Ooh, that's an ugly laugh, too. Thank God y'all can't see it, honey. Let's move on.
A year go by, then we talk. So it was like an on and off again situation. Anytime I was ever told, like, from somebody that they were looking for some talent, looking for a singer or something like that, I would be like, oh, let me shoot you her information. She was actually on tour with Maya for 2 years, I believe, because of me connecting her with Maya's dad. And
are you a talent scout? Why are you doing that? Why is that the basis of your friendship with this woman? You promising her gigs. Bitch, get it how you live for yourself. Girl, you are the reason why you ended up in this real life fatal attraction. Shout out to Martin.
And Maya the singer, she's local in DC. And yes.
Girl, we know who Maya is, okay?
So it was like that kind of friendship where it's like, all right, yeah, I'll look out for you, whatever.
That ain't no damn friendship, okay? That y'all was sister wives or something, and maybe something sexual happened allegedly. I don't know. Something is not right. Okay, are we? And look at who telling the story. Shit. Okay, because this sounds like some more lies. But I'm gonna let you finish.
And she used to help me get bundles of hair. Like
not the weave, girl.
Be like, hey girl, where you get your bundles at? And she tell me where she get her bundles. But that was like the extent of it. Never asked her for anything, never needed her for anything, never wanted anything of her. Other than,
why the fuck would you be friends with somebody you don't get anything out of? Like, oh, you just get bundles. How about she was a good friend? She was there for me when me and Chris got into it, and, you know, I cried on her shoulder. She kept the kids a few days, you know, while I was out of town. I'm not hearing any depth to the story. I'm not hearing like a real live friendship where this woman had your back. It sounds like you enter into a opportunistic relationship with this girl, because this probably is a reflection of what your marriage is with Chris. Okay, I'm just saying.
Then we would hang out, throw shade at each other, crack up, laugh, and have a good time, and that was pretty much it. And then you turn around because you can't use me anymore. It's like, okay, well,
you allowed yourself to be used. Okay? You allowed it.
Let me throw her to the wolves. She literally went to every producer and every cast member, even the ones who didn't like her and she didn't like them, just to get this on the show as revenge for what?
And let me ask you this, just for clarity. The crux of her initial issue was the simple fact that you didn't say her name enough on TV, or you didn't invite her in on TV enough? Like, is that her original grievance?
The original grievance in that 2016 letter, she was upset. First of all, I never had social media outside of Facebook before I joined the show. I got Instagram and Twitter because of the show. So naturally, I'm posting show-related stuff. So me, when I'm hanging out with some of the women, I'm posting it. People start following. They're like, oh, okay, she must be the new wife. She was upset because I wasn't posting her enough. But I never thought that I had to. She never asked me to. Like, I didn't know how that whole social media stuff worked, nor did I think I needed to do that. I have other friends. They never cared. They didn't even want to be on the show.
And
so
if y'all had an opportunistic relationship where you're getting her gigs, you're promising her a spot on the show to show her music and her talent, why wouldn't she expect that out of you, though? Do you see what I'm saying? If you've already had this set up in such a way, why wouldn't she expect that? Like, girl, how old are you again?
Allowance for the fact that this was now your new job. Like, part of this is your job.
Exactly.
So did she feel replaced by these new relationships?
I'm assuming maybe she did. There was one time my husband threw me a surprise birthday party, and he invited Ashley and Sharice from the show. This was like way early on when I started out. And unbeknownst to me, the surprise party was her idea. She reached out to my husband and said, hey, we should throw Monique a surprise party. He said, okay, cool. Then he took it and ran with it. Had our assistant who does our event planning take over everything and everything else. But she was mad at me. And I was like, I didn't even know. How you mad at me? Like, and why did, she just needed some acknowledgement. It's almost like she wanted people to know, like, you know, I'm riding with her and she's on this show and I'm here, you know? And
Did you not invite her?
She was there.
So she was mad that she didn't get a chance to be included and throw it because they would have shined some spotlight on her.
That's what I'm assuming. She was upset that I didn't acknowledge that it was her idea, which I didn't even know it was her idea. All I knew is that my husband threw me a surprise party. All my family was there. Friends old and new were there. And
it's unfortunate, but we gonna have to go ahead and end the video right there. I'm gonna have to do a part 3 of this. Okay? Shit, I gotta keep the train going, honey, with all these lies. From Miss Monique Samuels, honey. Join, call me now, okay? I'm Miss Cleo. Join me now for part 3 of the More Lies by Monique, honey, okay? Don't forget, you guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. I wish y'all could see my face right now, honey, okay? Shit, I ain't gonna never be able to take my lunch break, because these lies, and then it be more lies, and then it be more shit that don't make sense. Why do I put myself through this? Because I love y'all, okay? And this is what we do over here, okay? We speculate. So, like, comment, and subscribe, guys, and I will check you guys out in the next video. Thank you.